Welcome everyone back to week 10 in the AAF Simulated on EA Sports, and we know it has been a hot minute since the game has been played, but welcome back. The Atlanta Legends 3-6 hit the road to take on the 4-5 Memphis Express as these two teams wrap up their seasons, or at least one of them do. The Atlanta Legends have been eliminated from playoff contention in the East Division. However, the Memphis Express have won 3 straight, and with a win here and with some other things to go their way, they might just be able to sneak into the playoffs. This home crowd is hyped. Their future is in their hands today as they host the Legends. Now, back in week 5 when these two teams played, it was in Atlanta and Memphis took it to them. 33-14 victory. They really got the best of Atlanta in that one, but we'll see what happens today. That was actually Memphis' first win of the season. They opened up 0-4. Really disappointing start, but they have won 4 of their last 5. They've won 3 straight, led by Zach Mettenberger, who is 3-0 as a starter in this league. Meanwhile, Aaron Murray, who has been the quarterback for the Atlanta Legends, not the greatest second half of the season, considering Atlanta started 2-1, and now they sit at 3-6, losing 5 of their last 6 games. Again, they're eliminated from playoff contention, but we'll see if they have a chance today to at least go out on a high note and get a victory. So Memphis will be kicking off the football. Austin McGinn is on to send it away. We're underway. AAF Simulated football. It's back, baby. On the return, Denard Robinson taking it from about the goal line, and a nice return up to the 34-yard line. And that's right where Atlanta will start with the football coming out. Aaron Murray, the quarterback of this team, and he's played pretty well this season, honestly. He's thrown for 1,898 yards. He's thrown 12 touchdowns to only 6 interceptions, a QB rating of 97.4, completing over 66% of his passes. But generally speaking, he has not been able to get the job done in these big games. Obviously, this game not so big for Atlanta considering they're eliminated, but down the stretch, Murray has not been able to do enough to get his team's victories. We'll see what he can do today against a Memphis team that has been arguably the hottest team as of late. If you look at what they've been able to do against good teams, they put up 51 points last week, so the work is going to be cut out today for Atlanta. 1st and 10, they start on the ground. Robinson with a big hole. Denard Robinson takes it outside up to the 42-yard line. That's a gain of 8 yards. Brings up second down, excuse me. Denard Robinson, definitely a guy that Atlanta's going to want to get going if they want to be in this game. Right now in the season, 488 yards, averaging 4.5 yards a carry. He's got 3 touchdowns, only 1 fumble. And we've noticed that Atlanta does much better when Denard Robinson is playing at a high level. 2nd and 2, off play action. In trouble, Murray flips it out. It's caught, but he's taken down. Is that going to be a face mask? And that's a tough one. That's going to go against Sam Montgomery, the right end, who made an excellent play, able to get Bug Howard down in the backfield. Excuse me, that was Irvin Phillips. But it's going to bring up a first down for Atlanta because he grabbed him by the face mask. And I got to be honest, in that situation, pretty unnecessary. Face masks are always unnecessary, but if you're grabbing him from behind, like, you just rip him down by the body. So don't really know what all happened there. And it gives Atlanta a fresh set of downs. Memphis is 42. So Aaron Murray, what would have been a negative 2-yard pass, is now a first down. 1st and 10. They go with a screen, and he's eaten up immediately. What a play there. Trying to get Justin Thomas going. He's going to bring up 2nd and 12. Davis Tolt, definitely one of the most underrated linebackers in this league. Every single game, I am calling out his name quite a bit. I remember several weeks ago, he had a couple of interceptions. So earlier on in the year, I don't remember exactly what game, but he is a guy that makes a lot of plays. And yeah, I'm excited for today and what this game has in store. 2nd and 12. Oh, here's this play that Jen Welter calls all the time. Murray's going to take it himself, and he's ripped down DeMarcus Gates, and Aaron Murray is down. Oh, boy. That is not what you want to see if you're a fan of the Legends. Aaron Murray goes down here early in this first quarter. And we'll have to get an injury update on him later, but that means that Matt Sims is going to come in for, I think, the 2nd time this season. He came in for a brief stint a few weeks ago, and we're going to get to see him out there right now in a tough spot. 3rd and 9. for all fans of Atlanta there, we definitely don't want to see that. So we'll see what happens. 3rd and 9 from the 41. Murray to throw, excuse me, Sims to throw. To the outside, he's got a man, and it is caught. Complete to Irvin Phillips for the first down, and what a throw from Matt Sims on his first pass attempt. That's his first pass attempt of the season. He's not even here in our stats, so has not thrown a pass. Comes in 3rd and 9, opening drive, important play, and what do you know? A bullet to Irvin Phillips, a beauty. It's a first down. Atlanta moves the chains, and now definitely in field goal range. What a play. 1st and 10 from the 30. Back to throw is Sims. Checks it out to his running back, who is taken down immediately. Great defense there. Monte Crockett eaten up. And let's take a look at the Legends offense right now. The offensive line, they've been pretty mediocre this season. Not great, not bad. But let's look at some of these wide receivers. We've got Bug Howard up there. 611 yards. He's got 3 touchdowns in the season. He's been absolutely spectacular. Monte Crockett, another big target. 560 yards, a couple touchdowns. Let's see who else we got here. Irvin Phillips, 376 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's been quite the threat. And already seeing these guys involved today. 2nd and 10, and here's once again that play. They give it to Matt Sims, who lost the football and is picked up by Atlanta. My goodness. What a break for the Legends. Almost coughed it up there. And I'll be honest, I've been saying this all year long. I do not know why Jen Walters loves to call that play so much with the quarterback taking the football. You just saw Aaron Murray go down with an injury. We don't know how bad it is. But here comes Sims, their only other quarterback on the roster, doing the same thing. And it just does not make sense to me as to why they would do that. There's other options there to give it to the running back, give it to Monte Crockett coming off the edge, or pass it. 3rd and 6. Can Atlanta convert once again? Sims with time in the pocket. Got it on the go. He's not. Taken down by Latarius Brady. Back at the 33-yard line, and Memphis' defense holds up. That got this Express crowd going. What a play in the backfield. And right here, Matt Sims just takes too much time to get rid of the football. As a quarterback, you've got to know, if you can't get it out within several seconds, just get rid of it. Maybe try to move around the pocket a little bit, try to find someone, or just throw it away. Instead, he takes a loss, and now that makes this field goal all that much more difficult. It goes from being 43-yard attempt to a 50-yard attempt. Granted, they've got Younghoe Koo, who is probably the best kicker in this league. He's been outstanding all season long, hitting from 54, 55, 56 throughout the year. We'll see if he can knock it through from 50 to get some scoring on the board. Koo's kick is up, and it is good. Just squeaks through, and Atlanta is on top, 3-0 early. That's a big kick for Koo, who once again, I mean, he's just been spectacular this season. Just sneaks it over the bar, and Memphis now going to get the football. So if you're the Express right now, you got to be happy with the way that drive ended. It really seemed like, despite the injury to Aaron Murray, that Atlanta had some momentum there, but a big sack by Latarius Brady. And Memphis going to receive the football here, only down by 3, and we'll see what they can do. Mike Singletary, the head coach of the Memphis Express, he's someone that we all have a lot of respect for, the Chicago Bear Classic. And he's done a pretty good job here in Memphis, really getting his team together the last few weeks. And I love the switch from Johnny Manziel to Zach Mettenberger. Speaking of which, he's going to come out leading his team from the 26-yard line. And he right now has the best QB rating of anyone through his first 3 starts. He's played 3 games. He's 3-0. He's thrown for 878 yards. He's completing 71.6% of his passes, averaging 10.8 yards per attempt. He's thrown 5 touchdowns, thrown a couple interceptions, but a QB rating of 117.2. He has been a leader. He's been that veteran presence that this Express team has needed. He's really the gel that holds together this offensive unit. And I expect some big things from him today with playoffs on the line. You win, you at least can keep your hopes alive here. We'll see. 1st and 10, all receivers spread wide. Is going to be a passing play. Oh no, Mettenberger takes off. Mettenberger off to the races and taken down to 45. How about that for a unique play to start things off? That's straight out of Johnny Manziel's playbook, but Zach Mettenberger with a 19-yard gain to open up the game. Well, the game for Memphis' offense, excuse me. Still a little bit rusty as an announcer. It's been a couple of months since I recorded a game. Gotta forgive some of these little mistakes here. 1st and 10 coming up from the 45-yard line. Let me tell you, though, I'm so happy to be back and doing this, and hopefully we can finish out the season strong. 1st and 10, Mettenberger to throw. Quick pass to the sidelines. It's caught, and the receiver falls down. That's Zach Stacy out of the backfield. Speaking of which, let's take a look at this offense. Zach Stacy has also been a pretty good back this season. 477 yards, averaging 4.7 yards per carry, and he's got 5 touchdowns. He's been outstanding. And then we got Terrence McGee, who's also put up a few touchdowns this season as well. So a very seasoned backfield for the Express, and a key to them this game is going to be that backfield. Can they be good supporting cast for Zach Mettenberger and his gunslinging arm? 2nd and 7 from the 48. There's Stacy, and that's just excellent penetration there by Atlanta. Great tackle in the backfield by David Dean. Let's take a look at these guys right now. J.T. Jones, we saw David Dean right in there, along with J.T. Jones on that tackle. Brandon Watts, Khalil Bass, Jeff Luke, a few big names in that linebacker core. You've got Desmond Lawrence and Duran Grant, the 2 leading cornerbacks for the Legends. They're excellent ballers. Ball hawks, really. They've been pretty splendid all season long. Big 3rd and 7 coming up right now for the Express, and the Express have some pretty big names of their own offensively. The wide receiver core, which we will get to at some point during this game. 3rd and 7, Mettenberger to throw. With time, he's got to let it go. Rips it across the middle. It is hauled in. 1st down to the 36-yard line. That's Dantes Bird with the reception, and Memphis moves the chains 16 yards. And this is exactly what we're talking about. This veteran presence, the confidence, and just the comfortable vibes that you get from Zach Mettenberger when he's in the pocket. Stands in there, finds his man in stride. That's what you love to see. 1st and 10 now from the 36-yard line. Off play action. Way to pick up the block. He's got to let it go. He will towards the times. Man, wide open. It's caught. Taken down to the 25-yard line. That's Dantes Bird once again. 1st down. Dantes Bird has been phenomenal for this team as of late. He has been putting up some big numbers. Let's see if I can find his stats in here. Oh, yeah. 439 yards and 4 touchdowns on the season. Reese Horn, another big receiver there. 515 yards and 5 touchdowns. 1st and 10. Blitz from Atlanta. Mettenberger with time. Lets it go. Checks it out. It's caught by Stacy, who's got the angle. And he'll pick up another 1st down into the red zone. Sets him up at the 13-yard line. The Express just playing very well right now. Cohesive offensively. And you saw Mettenberger right there. He's 4 for 4, over 40 yards already. Just doing what he does. And what I love about this is he senses the pressure. Doesn't try to force anything anywhere. Gives the ball to his playmaker, Zach Stacy. Lets him make a play. 1st and 10. They give it to Stacy, who breaks through. Zach Stacy inside the 10, down at the 9. Good tackle there by Atlanta. Jeff Luke able to take him down. Otherwise, I think he might have been able to break away into the end zone. 2nd and 6. What's going to be key for the Express here is can they score in the red zone. Did an incredible job last week of doing that. 51 points. Don't expect the same 50 burger today, but Mettenberger off to the races. He's got the angle, and he is in. Touchdown, Memphis, and this crowd is going crazy. Zach Mettenberger takes the play right out of Johnny Manziel's playbook once again, and he is into the end zone to put the Express on top. And this is just beautifully done, executed to perfection. Mike Singletary with an excellent play call, and Memphis on top 6-3. What a drive. And you can just tell that this team is so excited to be playing behind Mettenberger and just the leadership he brings. 2-point try now to make it an 8-3 game. Mettenberger has to let it go quick. He does. It's caught. Brandon Barnes, and the 2-point try is good. 8-3 lead for the Express. And we know how important these 2-point conversions are. We've seen plenty of teams lose by 1, 2, or 3 points this season, all well knowing that if they would have converted on 1 or 2 of their 2-point tries that game, they would have won. So the big call, excuse me, the big rule change here in the AAF is having to go for 2. I'm so glad we were able to work that into this modification in Madden. It's just been so much fun to watch. Mike Singletary, certainly proud of his squad. Great first drive in the Express. Up 8-3, looking to win their 4th game in a row. Meanwhile, Atlanta just trying to get a win to close out their season that ended in disappointing fashion. Denard Robinson with another pretty good return takes it up to the 30. And we'll see who's coming out at quarterback. Probably going to be Matt Sims. Aaron Murray again went down with injury on that opening drive. We'll see who's in there. 1st and 10 from the 30. Also, I wish I knew, but Madden will mix up players, so I can't really tell right now until I get to see his number on the field. And it is Sims. Back to throw. Quick pass across the middle. It's caught. Wait, that's Murray? Aaron Murray is back in the game. Finds Charles Danbury Jr. That looked like it was Matt Sims, but no. Murray finally completes a pass that goes for yardage, and that'll bring up 2nd and 2. So Sims already out of the game. Murray's injury must have not been that bad, which is great to see. Well, that'll take us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a fun one here in Memphis. 8-3 lead for the Hometown Express. Legends looking to play a little bit of spoiler here and at least end their season on a solid note. Meanwhile, the Express, once again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. I mean, to sit after week 6, that heartbreaking loss to the Salt Lake Stallions, a game they really thought that they should have won. You're looking down the barrel towards the end of the season. You're 1-5. They did not quit. They have fought through every single week of football and given themselves a chance to make something happen. On the ground, I think that's Denard Robinson, who goes nowhere. Excellent tackle there by Davis Toll, who, as I mentioned earlier, is quite the playmaker at that linebacker position. And right now, Aaron Murray, not exactly sure how injured he is, but he's going to have to put the team on his back here. Start airing it out, letting it loose. Get this offense going. 3rd and 2, big 3rd down for Jen Welter and her Legends. Aaron Murray rolling out. He's got time. Zips it towards the sidelines. Man wide open. It's caught. Fumbled the football, but it'll remain a reception and a 1st down for Irvin Phillips. Takes it inside the 40-yard line. And they're very lucky that this ball is thrown to the sidelines because, first of all, it's a great pass by Murray. Finds his man, Irvin Phillips, then loses it. It's stripped by Channing Stribling. Or should I say Stripling? Haha. I'm so stupid. Anyways, back to being professional. Atlanta's lucky. On the ground, Robinson with a nice hole. Offensive line giving him a good push there. And that'll bring up 2nd and 6 on a gain of 4. Memphis Express has, let's see what their defense has done recently. They've been playing good defense. Last week they gave up 31 points, but it didn't matter because their offense put up 51. They cannot afford to give up 31 again this week. That's for sure. Akram Wadley with his, actually no, that's Denard Robinson again. Takes it to 23, and now Atlanta responding efficiently on offense. And what did I say earlier on in this ball game? Denard Robinson, you get him going early on, and it's going to make life a whole lot easier for Aaron Murray. So far, doing his job, offensive line also doing their job. That'll bring up 1st and 10 from the 23. Excuse me. 1st down. Crockett goes in motion. Play clock winding down. They'll stay on the ground, and once again, a nice burst by Robinson brings it inside the 20. I know Atlanta's eliminated from the playoffs, but you'll love to see these guys just giving it their full effort here, doing everything they can to get their team a win. 2nd and 6 coming up from the 19. In the red zone for the first time today. Murray will throw. With time, incomplete across the middle. He had a man. That's his first incompletion of the game. Brings up 3rd and 6. And right now, if you're Atlanta, you do not want to have to settle for another field goal. You had to settle for 3 the last drive. Feel like if you settle for 3 here, you're just not taking advantage of these early opportunities and that might just come back to haunt them. See what play Jen Welter decides to call here in a big third down situation for her team. Back to throw. Aaron Murray, quick pass. It is caught, but he'll be short of the sticks. Monte Crockett hauled down Charles James with a tackle at the 14-yard line. This is just great defense here by Charles James because Monte Crockett beats him on the route, but then James does an excellent job of catching up, knowing where the sticks are, and preventing him from reaching them. And that actually might be Monte Crockett's fault. I mean, in that sort of situation, you want your route to break at the first down marker, not a yard or two beforehand. So he got open, but not in the right spot. Fourth down, and Younghoe Koo on for a field goal. It is good. The 31-yarder straight through for Younghoe Koo, and the Legends able to get back on the board. Koo once again. I mean, he's just an automatic 3 points. Unless it's from like 65 yards, he's going to hit it. And he might even hit it from 65. I would not be surprised. But 8-6 ball game here in Memphis. 6:23 to play in this first half. And it's been a fun first half. A lot of offense. Not a whole lot of defense yet. And the last game that was played was a fun one as San Antonio Commanders ended up beating Salt Lake for the second time this season. They ended their year 4-6. They won 22-20 on that last-second field goal from Nick Rose. That was definitely an enjoyable game, even though it didn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. This one definitely much more of an impact. On the return is Terrence McGee. Slips a tackle, and he'll be taken down at the 32-yard line. So Memphis with good field position here at the 32-yard line, and let's see what their offense has in store for us. Zach Stacy, nice play on that screen pass earlier, hasn't done a whole lot on the ground, and expect to see Mike Singletary start running the football a little bit more. It probably makes sense. 1st and 10. On the ground, there is Stacy, but how about that defense from Atlanta? That's Tyson Graham, the safety, coming in on a blitz and forcing the loss. Just great penetration. Once again, this is the second or third time we've seen this today from Atlanta. Just getting in the backfield quickly, and that could prove to be a problem for Memphis if they can't stop this pass and run rush of the Legends defense. 2nd and 11 now from their own 31. And Mettenberger taking it himself again, trying to get to the outside. He lost the football and it goes out of bounds. My goodness, we have seen many fumbles today that have all been recovered by the offense, and that is a break for the Express. And I'm surprised Singletary's calling this play so much. It's worked a couple of times. We saw Mettenberger rip off a 19-yarder to start their offense off. Then, of course, he ran it into the end zone. But you don't want to keep running the football with your quarterback. With a game on the line, a game that has your playoff hopes on the line, you win this, and then you somehow get into the playoffs. Do you want to risk Zach Mettenberger getting injured? I don't know. And I also don't trust his ball handling too much, running the football constantly. 3rd and 7. Quick pass. It is caught. What a reception and a move. All the way up to the 47-yard line. That's Dantes Bird again. He has been everywhere today. Another crucial 3rd down conversion for the Express. And they move the chains. And this is a beauty by Mettenberger. Threads the needle to Bird, who then makes a nice move, cuts it upfield. The Express are feeling it in the pass game today. And, I mean, what did we expect? I knew that coming out, Mettenberger was going to be sharp. Playing confident so far to start. 1st and 10. And there's a little bit of a gain from Zach Stacy. Finally picks up 4, brings up 2nd and 6, and now you just feel Memphis' offense just running on all cylinders right now. 2nd and 6. We'll see what Singletary decides to call. Time winding down in this first half. They try a screen. Devin Lucien only picks up about a yard. That's great tackling there by Atlanta. Mettenberger so far, 6 for 6 on the day. Has not thrown an incompletion yet. And now would not be a good time to do so with 3rd and 5, and you're still outside of field goal range for Austin McGinnis. Big third down, they've converted on a couple of them so far today. Can they do it once again? Mettenberger to throw. Quick pass. It is caught. What a grab in traffic by Zach Stacy, who brings it down to the 32-yard line. Stacy not doing a whole lot on the ground, but how about his 3 catches for 25 yards through the air? Those have been crucial, especially this one, who able to hang on with the hit. Love to see it, Zach Stacy. And again, a great throw from Mettenberger, who has been on point in this first half. 1st and 10 from Atlanta's 32. Going the ground. Stacy dragging defender with him. Takes it to the 27. That'll probably take us to the 2-minute warning here in Memphis. 2nd and 6 coming up at the 27. What a run by Stacy, who had David Dean or JT Jones all over him. And that does take us to the 2-minute warning. 8-6 ball game here in Memphis. The Express with the lead and in good scoring position. You know, they score a touchdown here. They get the ball for the second half. They can really start pulling away. They can keep this offensive cohesiveness going. 2nd and 6 now from the 27. 2 minutes to play, all 3 timeouts. Mettenberger to throw. And that is not a good pass. Miscommunication, I think, between him and Dantes Bird. Dangerous. Lucky that one fell to the ground without it being in Atlanta's hands. And now 3rd and 6. And you do not want to see Mettenberger start trying to force passes into places. I do think that was a miscommunication there. Regardless, dangerous throw. 3rd and 6. Mettenberger back to throw. Guns it across the middle. It's caught. This Reese Horn's first catch of the day, but he's going to be short of the sticks. Atlanta uses a timeout, and I think Memphis in this position is going to have to kick a field goal. Disappointing that they won't be able to score a touchdown, but still good that they get some points on the board. Austin McGinnis, 39-yard field goal attempt. Can he knock it through? Get his team back up to a 5-point lead. Kicks up. It's good. 11-6 lead for the Memphis Express. Back up by 5, and Austin McGinnis, he's been an underrated kicker in this league. We saw him knock through from 54 yards in his first game. He's been a solid kicker all season long. Let me double check that. Yes, he did indeed score the first points of the season for the Express and knocked through a 54-yarder against Birmingham in week 1. Of course, they did not win that game, but nonetheless, Austin McGinnis has been impressive. Last week, he only attempted 1 field goal. He made it. But against Orlando, an incredible 21-20 victory in week 8. He was 5 for 5. Talk about clutch. On the return, Denard Robinson gets dragged down at the 28-yard line. So Atlanta with 2 timeouts and a minute 42 to work with. Plenty of time for the Legends to make something happen. Aaron Murray coming back out, and we saw him make a couple nice passes. Make a couple not so great passes, dealing with an injury. Denard Robinson really helped him out that last drive. Let's see what the Legends can do here. It's been a fun half of football so far. 1st and 10. Murray to throw. With time, the sideline's wide open. Aaron Murray, 6 for 7 on the day. That's a nice reception to the outside, and it brings up 2nd and inches. Irvin Phillips with 4 catches on the day, 45 yards. He's having an efficient day as well. Him and Dantes Bird really going at it there at the wide receiver position. 2nd and inches. It's a way to get out of bounds. Murray with all day, backing up, and down he goes. And Atlanta has to use another. Actually, Memphis uses a timeout now. That brings up 3rd and 10. What a play. That's Latarius Brady in there again. He has been wrecking havoc all day long. Might have been Montour Hughes. 3rd and 10. Backed up with their own 28. And if Atlanta doesn't convert here, then you risk giving Memphis the football right back with a little bit of time left. They go on the ground. Big hole for Denard Robinson, who picks it up. Unbelievable. A 16-yard gain on 3rd and 10. And Atlanta moves the chains. Memphis completely caught off guard. And that's an excellent play call right there from Jen Welter. Knowing the Express, they're backed up. They're expecting a pass. And what do you know? Give it to Denard Robinson. Let him burst through that hole and try to do it himself. And he very easily does. 1st and 10 now from the 44. Aaron Murray steps up. Fires it across the middle. It's caught at the 46, and they have to use their 2nd timeout of the game. 2nd and 8 now from the 46. Minute 1 on the clock. They're about midfield. Definitely a chance to get another 3 points on the board here if they can play their cards right. Maybe even a touchdown. If something goes their way. 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Murray. With time, there is a flag. He's backed up. Down he goes again. Latarius Brady. It's going to be holding on the offense, but certainly should be declined here in this situation. And it will be declined. That's Brady with his 2nd or 3rd sack of the day. It's not even the 2nd half yet. My goodness. 3rd and 17 for the Legends. Now really backed up right there on the screen, Bug Howard. He has been the leading receiver for Atlanta this season. He's without a reception today, so clearly Memphis doing a good job so far of keeping him contained. And Murray's going to take it himself despite being injured on this very play. Earlier on, he's taken down. Memphis forces the punt. Big defensive stand right there from the Express, who needed to ensure that they did not give Atlanta some more points here before the half. I don't understand Welter's decision there to call that play. I really don't. Mike Singletary's been a little loose with it, and so is Welter. I mean, Murray just got injured on that play earlier on in this game. Cameron Iserlek now to punt it away. Not a whole lot of time for Memphis. That ball's going to take a nice bounce for Atlanta down to the 10. 43 seconds, only 1 timeout, so not a whole lot that Memphis can do here. And if you're the Express, just play it safe. Don't do anything dumb, and let's get to the 2nd half because they'll be getting the football. That should be Mike Singletary's ideology here. I know the playoffs are on the line. You want to be aggressive, but you've got control. You're up by 5. You get the football for half. No need to try to give Atlanta a potential boost of momentum here. Mettenberger will throw. With time. Sidelines. It is caught. Brandon Barnes taken down at the 36. So that's a nice gain of about 26 yards on the play, but time is ticking. And Mettenberger, once again, is doing a good job of having poise in the pocket, completing a pass, but Brandon Barnes right here, he's got to find a way to get out of bounds. You do not want to turn it upfield. Get out of bounds, stop the clock. It's now. You got 23 seconds to work with. And now Memphis has to blow their final timeout. 11-6 here in Memphis. And this East Division really going to come down to the wire, because if Memphis wins here and if Birmingham beats Orlando, then we'll have to see who makes it between Orlando and Memphis based off some of the point differentials and the conference records. 1st and 10. Mettenberger will just dump it off to Zach Stacy. He's taken down immediately, and that should wrap up this first half of football. Mettenberger, 10 of 11, 102 yards there in that first half. Looking good. And Mike Singletary has got to be pleased with his offense. And that'll take us to the end of the first half. It's been a good one in Memphis. The Hometown Express looking to keep their playoff hopes alive. They are up 11-6 2 more quarters of football to play. And we're going to go ahead and skip halftime for time's sake. Welcome you right back to Memphis. The Express will be receiving the football. Mike Singletary had a quick chat with him during halftime because, of course, we did. And he said he's really pleased with the way Zach Mettenberger looked throwing the football. He definitely wants to get that run game going, which is pretty obvious. Zach Stacy was pretty quiet in that first half on the ground. He did have a few important catches that kept some drives alive. But we'll see what the approach is to start this second half. Young-Hoo Koo will send it away. Terrence McGee on the return from the goal line. And he is taken down pretty quickly at the 25-yard line. And that's where Memphis starts with the football. Zach Mettenberger having a great day so far. Only thrown 1 incompletion. Other than that, pretty errant pass. He's looked very good. We'll see if the Express can keep it up. 1st and 10. And they go with a direct give to the fullback, Anthony Manzo Lewis, with a gain of 10. And that'll bring up 2nd and inches. How about that? Excellent way to start this drive. I thought they were going to give it to Stacy. A little bit of trickery, and Lewis just pounds his way forward. Nearly picks up a 1st down. 2nd and inches now for the Express. They pitch it to Stacy, and what a terrible blocking attempt there by the lineman. Stacy would have picked it up if JT Jones had not been right there, and that'll bring up 3rd and 2. And that's a great job here by JT Jones. Just look at the way he just shoves that lineman to the ground, and then finds Stacy just runs right into him. And once again, it's just a poor blocking attempt there by the offensive lineman. Big 3rd and 2 right now for this Legends defense. If they can force a 3 and out to start the second half, that would certainly change the tone over the rest of this game. 3rd down, will Singletary go to the air? He will. Mettenberger, quick pass. It's dropped. Reese Horn can't hang on in traffic. An excellent hit. Tyson Graham in there to make the play. That'll bring up 4th and 2. Might have been actually Khalil Bass. Excuse me. And yes, it was. Reese Horn, who has some of the best hands in the league, cannot hang on. What a big hit. And Jen Welter definitely pleased with the outcome of that drive. 4th and 2. Ryan Winslow will punt it away for the Express. Back to receive. It's Irvin Phillips, who's had a pretty big first half, but he's taken down immediately at the 20-yard line. And Atlanta's going to come out, forcing a 3 and out. That's exactly what we just talked about. Way to change the way this game is going. Look at Denard Robinson, an excellent first half. 6 carries, 43 yards. Really led that offense there. 1st and 10 coming up from the 20. First and 10. Murray back to throw. With time. Towards the sidelines. Wide open is Monte Crockett. That's a gain of 14. Aaron Murray, he hasn't done a ton in this game, but he's looked really good as well. I know I've talked a lot about Zach Mettenberger, but Aaron Murray, I mean, he's 8 for 9. He's making the right reads, throwing the ball in the places he should be throwing it to. Looking a lot more like the Aaron Murray we saw in the first half of the season compared to the second half. On the ground, another massive hole for Robinson. And he's up to the 43-yard line. That puts him up over 50 yards on the day. And how about that? The Legends making some big gains right here to start the second half. Just a couple of errors there by Memphis on that opening drive here, and it's just so easy for momentum to change in the game of football. 2nd and 1. And there goes that man. Denard Robinson to the 47. And they're inside Express territory. The Legends doing a fantastic job here of creating lanes for Denard Robinson to run through. He's done an excellent job today, but it wouldn't be for that offensive line, giving him all that space every single time he touches the football. And I'm surprised the Express have not upped their defensive schemes here. Singletary is obviously a defensive guy. Like, I'm surprised they're not bringing the pressure, not bringing the heat. And there's a catch on the sidelines that goes for about a yard out to Akron. Actually, no, they pick up 3. Akron Wadley on the reception, and it brings up 2nd and 7. And Memphis here, if they can find a way to at least hold Atlanta to a field goal on this drive, that would be a massive win, because then after all of that, after a great drive from the Legends, they'd be still losing by 2 points. So we'll see what all happens, and I don't know about that, because Denard Robinson is taken down by the face mask. That is his 2nd face mask today on the Express defense. This time it's on Charles James. And that puts Atlanta right into the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. How about that? Just some of these dumb penalties from the Express really hurting them right now. First and 10 now coming up from the 19.
Let's go. 15, 1, 51.
Back to throw is Murray. Going towards the end zone is intercepted. Picked off by Channing's dribbling. Unbelievable. Memphis' defense with a huge play. And that gets his crowd going again in this 3rd quarter. And Aaron Murray, he's been spectacular today with his accuracy. But that just gets away from him, and honestly, it's not the worst throw. He's trying to get Bug Howard involved. He knows if he gets Howard, their leading receiver, if he gets him going in this ball game, they'll be in good shape. But that is Channing Stribling just doing an excellent job of winning that one-on-one 50-50 ball. Hell of a play. And Memphis with the football now at their own 10-yard line. A lot of work to do. But again, the game of football momentum changes so quickly, and there is another golden example of it. First and 10 from the 10-yard line. Mettenberger to throw. Blitz from Atlanta. It's picked up. Mettenberger's got to let it go. He's going to go deep down the field. And it's out of bounds for Reese Horn, who was absolutely wide open with nothing but green grass around him. And that's tough, because if he didn't throw that ball out of bounds, that would have been a big gain down the sidelines. 2nd and 10 coming up. Pretty equal game so far offensively by both sides. Mettenberger going to take it himself, trying to get an angle. Outrunning defenders, and he'll pick up the first down to the 28. I have never seen Zach Mettenberger run quite like this. 4 carries, 50 yards. He's got a touchdown on the ground. The only touchdown of the day for either team. That's a gain of 18 right there. And once again, Atlanta is just completely fooled as Mettenberger pulls it back. I don't know if that's Singletary calling that or if Mettenberger's just calling his own number. Regardless, it's impressive. And the Express, that's a big play. They really needed something like that to get them some momentum offensively. 1st and 10. Stacy with a hole. Zach Stacy. Big gain. Past the 40 up to the 43. And that's his biggest run of the day by far. And once again, you just get the sense this crowd is getting back into it. Memphis is getting back into it. The offense starting to once again play like a team. Under 5 minutes left in this 3rd quarter. Memphis leads by 5. If they can score another touchdown, they can really start thinking about those playoffs. 1st and 10 now from the 43. Mettenberger to throw. Line holds up well, wide open across the middle. Finds his man down to the 33-yard line. That's Brandon Barnes, the tight end. He had the reception on the 2-point conversion earlier. That's a big grab right there. Puts him into field goal range. Another, it's just an excellent throw from Mettenberger. I mean, he is dropping dimes. He is threading the needle. And then this pass, he's got a wide open man. Hits him in stride. Lets Brandon Barnes turn up field. pick up more yards. It's classic football. It's executed very, very well, and just love to see it. Just love to see it. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Sends him in motion, barely gets the play off, and Mettenberger calls his own number, and that time, that's a loss of 3. Great defense there by Tracy Sprinkle, blowing it up in the backfield, and I'll be honest, I don't like that play call right there. You got momentum, you're throwing the ball well, you're finally getting Zach Stacy going. Don't let Mettenberger try to run it. I mean, he's clearly not a runner. I know he's got some big gains today, but it's only because you've tricked him a couple times. You're not going to be able to keep tricking them with that play over and over again. 2nd and 13 now, coming up from the 35. And they're risking not getting a field goal right now, so they've got to at least get some yardage here to get 3 back on the board. Stacy, and there's that yardage right back. He'll take it to the 31, and it'll bring up 3rd and 8. Third and 8 from the 31. Big 3rd down for the Express here. Field goal is certainly helpful, but you get a 1st down here. You march down, you get in the end zone. Oh, that's a jump! A free play for Memphis. It's caught. We'll see what all happens. And they should absolutely decline this penalty, and they will. What a grab by Dantes Bird. Hauls it in at the 22-yard line. A smart move right there by Mettenberger. Knows he has a free play. I thought he was going to take a shot to the end zone, but instead finds Bird and makes a heck of a grab. And it's 1st and 10. Now at the 22-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this 3rd quarter. All receivers spread wide for Zach Mettenberger. Back to throw. With time, has to let it go, and he's going to be taken down. 1st sack of the day for Atlanta. David Dean gets home. Takes him down at the 28. So the Legends defense with a big sack. And that's going to make it all the more difficult for Memphis if they want to score a touchdown on this drive. And right here, just nowhere to go with the football. Mettenberger, similar to what Matt Sims did earlier on in this game, just holds on to the football too long, just stands in the pocket before trying to get rid of it, and at that point it was just too late. 2nd and 16 now from the 28. And there's his same play. Mettenberger with an angle again. Stays on his feet. Lost the ball again. But it will stay Memphis football. 3rd and 5. My goodness. I mean, just what a roller coaster of events with all these quarterback sneaks. And Mettenberger, I don't know why. I mean, again, it's a gain of 11. It sets up a manageable 3rd and 5. But once again, he lost the football, and they're lucky that it went out of bounds. Like, how many times is this going to happen? Despite all these offensive fumbles, we've only had 1 turnover today, and that was the interception Murray threw down the other end. 3rd and 5. If Memphis can cap off this drive with a touchdown, it would be a 90-yard drive that took up the rest of the 3rd quarter. 3rd and 5. Mettenberger with time. He's going to have to let it go. He's taken down again. David Dean back at the 26. So what a big play again by Dean. That'll hold Memphis to a field goal. And Mettenberger here, he has some time trying to get rid of the football, and Dean just gets in there. Memphis struggling to contain him on those final few plays here in this drive. 4th and 14 coming up. Austin McGinnis, we'll see if he'll get the field goal attempt off before the 4th quarter. And they won't. So, that'll take us to the 4th quarter. There we go. That'll take us to the 4th. It is an 11-6 ball game. The Memphis Express on top. 1 more quarter to go. They have led throughout the entirety of this game with the exception of the Legends' 3 points to open up the game. Can they hang on, win their 4th straight game, and keep these playoff hopes alive. We'll see. Right now, Austin McGinnis has a chance to put Memphis up by 8 points, which would be pretty big at this stage of the game. 43-yard field goal attempt coming up for Austin McGinnis. Kick is on his way. It's good. Austin McGinnis is 8 for 8 in his last 8 field goal attempts through the last 3 weeks. A big kick for McGinnis. 14-6, Express lead with 9:56 left to play. Final game of the season for both of these teams. Might be playoffs for Memphis if they can win. Otherwise, it's the end for both, as Atlanta has already been eliminated. (14-6), and it's going to come down to Kennedy. Whoa, just dropped my phone. Excuse me. It'll come down to whether or not Memphis' defense can continue to make plays and hold up, because it's only a matter of time before some of these guys on Atlanta's side of the football start scoring points. Robinson, a good return up to the 31. He's been returning the football well today. Aaron Murray coming back out onto the field. A lot of work to do if they want to come out. First and 10 coming up, and let's see how Jen Walter decides to play it here. Down by 8 with about a full quarter left to play. Murray to throw. He's got time. Has to let it go, and that is incomplete. Misses a wide open man streaking across the middle. And I know Aaron Murray has been pretty accurate with the football today, but we're in the fourth quarter. He's only thrown for 63 yards. He's not been able to air it out at all. Really, the deepest pass attempt of the day for him was that pass in the red zone to Bug Howard, which was intercepted. So, see if he can get it together here in these final stages of the game. Murray, quick pass, checks down, it's caught. Irvin Phillips to 38. His most reliable target today. Brings up 3rd and 3. Can the Legends just find a way to push past these third downs? Can they convert? Just make something happen here. 3rd and 3 from the 38. Murray to throw. Memphis brings a blitz. He's in trouble. It is caught. Man wide open over the top. That's Justin Thomas. Taken down to 46. Keeps a drive alive, and the Legends still in this ball game with plenty of time left. But that was a huge third down conversion. And Murray does an excellent job of sensing the pressure. Just shifts a little bit to his right. Gives himself an extra second to throw the football. And what do you know? Wide open, Justin Thomas. 1st and 10 now, and they're in Memphis territory. Biggest completion of the day for Murray, I think. Irvin Phillips goes in motion. Memphis bringing the heat. He's going deep on the sidelines. It's knocked up and incomplete. Trying to find Monte Crockett, who has been pretty silent today. I gotta say, Memphis' defense is playing excellent. They have shut down Bug Howard. They shut down Monte Crockett, 2 of the biggest targets. Irvin Phillips having a pretty good day, but that's only because Bug Howard and Monte Crockett have done next to nothing so far. 2nd and 10 now from the 46. Crockett goes in motion. Murray back to throw. Deep down the field. Nearly intercepted again. What a play. Jonathan Cook almost had a chance. And it brings up 3rd and 10. And once again, looking for Monte Crockett on a deep ball. And that's just excellent defense by Mike Singletary's defense, who really has been playing with their lives on the line today. 3rd and 10 from the 46. Murray zips it. It's caught wide open. And finally, it's Bug Howard taking down the 23. And right when you need him, he shows up. That's his first grab. It goes for 24 yards and a 1st down. And that is tough for Memphis now. That is 2 third downs in a row that they have given up. And this time, they let it up to Bug Howard, who they kept contained up until that point. And now, if Bug Howard can get things going, if he can turn it up a notch, watch out. 1st and 10. You can feel the intensity in the air. Murray to throw. Incomplete. The pressure gets to him, trying to find Justin Thomas, but falls incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10. Definitely has a playoff feel to this game, even though it's not the playoffs. Memphis, season on the line. Atlanta trying to go out with something. 2nd and 10. All day in the pocket. Murray just has to let it go. It's caught. But how about that defense? Denard Robinson now goes down with an injury. That is terrible timing right there for Atlanta. A hard hit by Jeremy Couture. And Memphis, once again, has him at 3rd and 10. Can they at least hold him to a field goal here? Third and 10. All receivers spread wide for Aaron Murray. Might be the biggest throw for him of the season, despite the season being over for them. Blitz from Memphis. Wide open across the middle. It's Bug Howard again. Takes it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 third downs in a row now. Bug Howard has broken free across the middle. And Memphis bringing pressure. And it does not pay off because Bug Howard gets loose. Keeps the drive alive. First and goal now at the 7-yard line. Best field position of the day for the Legends. Trying to get their first touchdown of the entire game. Under 7 left to play. First and goal. Motions Monte Crockett. Murray takes it himself and he is blasted at the 8-yard line. Anthony Johnson in there to make a big play. And this Express defense has been stout in the red zone. They've got an interception. They've held them to a field goal. They have not given up a touchdown yet. Can they get another stop here down the stretch of this ball game? 2nd and goal. Murray to throw. Going to the end zone. It is tipped and knocked away. Excellent defense once again. 3rd and goal. This is the 4th time in a row they have held him to a 3rd down. Can they get a stop? 3 consecutive 3rd down conversions for the Legends, who struggled on 3rd down throughout most of this game. Can they get in the end zone? Can they convert again? Or will Memphis finally be able to stop them? Murray back to throw. What in the world? Throws it out of bounds to Monte Crockett. And that's 4th down. Now it's 4th down. What was Murray thinking here? Even if Monte Crockett catches it, he's like 5 or 6 yards short, and they're going to have to kick a field goal. Younghoe Koo on for a 25-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. It's good. Koo knocks it through. It's 14-9 with 5:42 left to play. But I am baffled by that sequence of events down the stretch there. Murray on 3rd and goal from the 8 overthrows Monte Crockett, who was 6 yards short of the goal line? I don't know. That did not make any sense. Regardless, it's a big field goal, a big drive for the Legends to at least pull it within 5. But if they cannot get a stop right here, right now, it's probably over. On the return, it's going to be McGee, and he'll take a knee in the end zone at the 25. 1st and 10, Zach Mettenberger has played a solid game, not thrown a touchdown yet, but he ran for one in the 1st quarter, and he's just been efficient with the football, finding guys. 5:42 left to play. This 5:42 will decide how the rest of the season goes for the Express. even if they don't make the playoffs, they at least know they gave themselves the best shot. 1st and 10 from their own 25. Off play action. Mettenberger rolling out. Going deep down the field. It's caught! How in the world did Dantes Bird hang on to that one? What a throw from Mettenberger. Absolutely threads the needle to Bird, who makes an outstanding catch at the 43. This, you cannot dial it up any better than this. Wow. 32 yards, and they're already in to Atlanta territory. Dantes Bird with 77 on the day. My goodness. 1st and 10. All receivers spread wide. Mettenberger's going to throw. No, he's going to take off with it. And able to hang on to the football. Here he is their leading rusher with 60 on the ground. Another 170 in the air. 230, give or take, combined yards. Zach Mettenberger just doing what you want to see your veteran quarterback doing. I'm not a big fan of those runs, but regardless, running down the clock right now and doing a great job of just... Oh, there's Stacy. Lost the football, and it's picked up by Atlanta. Unbelievable. Durant Grant with the recovery. Zach Stacy had a 1st down on his mind, and instead calls up the football and gives the Legends an opportunity here to win down the stretch. Unreal. You've got to be kidding me. Jeff Luke gets in there, pops it free. Durant Grant with the recovery. And now the Legends with an opportunity. 4.5 left to play. And that, Mike Singletary's got to be sick to his stomach. And so is Zach Stacy. I mean, Stacy not done a lot today. That was a nice gain on the ground. The one thing he couldn't do there, cough up the football. And that's exactly what he's done. And now this crowd going quiet after what seemed like was going to be the drive to put it away. 1st and 10 from their own 32. Back to throw is Murray. With time, lets it go. It's caught underneath. He'll be taken down at the 39-yard line. That's Akram Wadley coming out of the backfield with the reception. Now here's the thing. Atlanta needs a touchdown to win it. They only need 5 points. And a touchdown gives them 6. The thing is, they have not scored a touchdown all day long. Can they do it on what is most likely going to be their final opportunity to win this ball game? 2nd and 3 from the 39. On the ground, Wadley with a big hole, and what a move! Takes it up to the 48, his first carry of the game, and Memphis really has had no answers for this ground game, whether it's Denard Robinson or right here, Akram Wadley. Big gain. Already to midfield with plenty of time. 1st and 10. Memphis' defense needs another response. Murray, deep down the sidelines, man wide open, it's Crockett. He gets out of bounds to the 37. So, Monte Crockett, who has not really done much today, with a huge reception. And man, Memphis now, this offense has got to be holding their breath on the sidelines. 14-9. They've been on top since halfway through the first quarter. But Atlanta with a chance to take the lead the final few minutes of this game. Already inside the 40-yard line. Aaron Murray. See what he can do here. 1st down. Back to throw. Deep down the sidelines. It's hauled in. At the 17-yard line, Monte Crockett with back-to-back receptions goes up in traffic and pulls it down. Look at this throw from Murray. Drops it in the bucket to Crockett, who was getting absolutely hammered by Brandon Maiden. My goodness. What a catch. Atlanta with an opportunity to do the unthinkable. Comeback victory in the 4th. They go on the ground. It's Wadley. Taken down the 9-yard line. They're inside the 10. 2nd and 3, and this should most likely take us to the 2-minute warning. Time continuing to tick, and that does take us to the 2-minute warning. Memphis hanging on to a 14-9 lead to keep their playoff hopes alive. They are now faced with the Legends knocking on the door. It does not get more intense than this. It really does not. 2nd and 3. Can Atlanta finally score a touchdown today? Murray back to throw. With time. Checks it down underneath. It's caught, first down at the 5. Time will continue to run. That's Ake from Wadley with the reception. And the Express need to somehow, some way, come up with another goal line stand here in the final couple minutes of this game. Holding our breath here in the studio. 1st and goal. Murray backing up. In trouble. Is he going to let it go? He's going to be taken down all the way back at the 20. Sam Montgomery gets to him. And I don't know what Aaron Murray was thinking. He held on to that football for about 13 seconds. Like, what in the world? I thought for sure he was going to get rid of it. He does not. Now 2nd and goal from the 20. Murray to throw. Once again with time. Going towards the end zone. Out of bounds. 3rd and goal from the 20. Man, I'm trying to think of something to say. This is so intense. We have had some absolutely phenomenal football games down the stretch. Final few weeks of this season. 3rd and goal. Going to the end zone. Wide open. He's in. Touchdown. How in the world did he get behind the defense? Ake from Wadley with the touchdown. Atlanta goes up by 1. Ake from Wadley burns Memphis' defense, and how in the world do you let that happen? Mike Singletary brought a blitz on 3rd and goal from the 20. A horrendous decision, and Atlanta now with the lead. Chance to go up by 3 if they can convert on this 2-point try. Absolutely unreal. This Memphis crowd is in shock. Aaron Murray to throw. And he won't get it off. Taken down. So it's a 1-point game. 56 seconds. All Memphis needs is a field goal to win it. They have 3 timeouts. But you could have won it right here. Ake from Wadley gets behind the defense. And might have just ended Memphis' season for good. (15-14). What an intense ball game. And the Express, Zach Mettenberger, is gonna have his team's fate in his hands with well under a minute to play. All 3 timeouts, though. They can get some plays out of bounds. They can still use the middle of the field, get in the field goal range for Austin McGinnis, who has been fantastic this season. McGee will take it out of the end zone. Not the best idea. Taken down at the 26. 52 seconds on the clock. It does not get more intense than this, folks. Playoff football. It's not necessarily the playoffs yet, but it certainly feels like it here in Week 10. Game on the line. Zach Mettenberger has been playing a great game, and Zach Stacy coughed up the football on that last drive. Deep in Atlanta's territory, they would have at least gotten a field goal off of that drive, which probably would have put it away. 1st and 10 now from the 26. Mike Singletary is going to have to dial up some of the best plays he has ever dialed up all season long. Mettenberger to throw. He's going to go deep down the field to open things up. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Atlanta. And that should do it. Carlos Merritt. And that is a horrific ending to the season for the Express. Mettenberger just says a prayer, and I don't like this throw here. He's made so many good decisions these past few weeks. And that is gonna do it. 3 timeouts still remain, but with 43 seconds, this game is essentially over. What a comeback victory in the fourth quarter for the Atlanta Legends to at least go out with a win, and Memphis, kudos to them for giving it everything they had down the stretch of the season. It's a good chance they wouldn't have even made the playoffs if they won this game, but still, disappointing to say the least. Akron Wadley taken down, and Memphis uses a timeout with 38 seconds left. But yeah, that was not the play they needed right there. Detrimental turnovers for the Express in the final few minutes of this game. Second and 8. Crockett goes in motion, and they flip it to him, and he's taken down. Another timeout from Memphis. They can at least get a stop on this play. They should have time for something. They could at least try one more Hail Mary, I think. Third and 8 from their own 25. Will they keep it on the ground? I would expect them to do so here. Crockett in motion. He gets it again. Finds a crease. But taken down at the 30, and Memphis uses their final timeout. So Atlanta's going to have to punt it here. Fourth down. Crockett really turned it on there in that second half down the stretch. Couple of huge receptions that gave Atlanta the lead in the final minutes of this ball game. Now Cameron Nizelek to punt it away with 29 seconds left. Boots it away, back to receive. It's Reese Horn. Deep. And taken down immediately at the 23-yard line. The Express have no timeouts. They've got 20 seconds. Boy, oh boy, are they living on a prayer right now. And Zach Vettenberger, this has not been his best day. That interception really hurting, but you got to give him credit for what he's done. He kept his team in front throughout the majority of this game. He made an excellent throw on that previous drive. Zach Stacy fumbled it, and the rest is history at this point. First and 10, they've got 77 yards to go to the end zone. They've got to somehow have like a 40-yard completion that gets out of bounds here. They want to try to get in the field goal range. Mettenberger to throw. Feeling the pressure. Has to let it go. Guns it deep, and it's incomplete. And Austin McGinnis worn up the leg just in case there's a miraculous catch down the sidelines here, but I really don't think there's... Who knows? Don't want to count anyone out quite yet. We'll see. Second and 10. Back to throw is Mettenberger. Steps up in the pocket. Stepping up again. He's got to let it go. And that is intercepted. Picked off. And he's going to take it to the house. With 1 second left. A pick six for Desmond Lawrence to put a capper on this one. And that just adds salt to the wound for these Memphis Express fans who unfortunately come up short in this final game. A massive fourth quarter for the Atlanta Legends. And that'll do it. Tough to say the least. Desmond Lawrence takes it to the house, and he's going to catch some flack for that. I mean, he could have just ran out the rest of the clock there and instead decides to take it in. And Mike Singletary clearly mad about it, and I don't blame him. That's 3 fourth quarter turnovers for the Express. 2-point try. It's good. Bug Howard gets involved. Why not? Final offensive play of the year for Atlanta. Bug Howard. So Atlanta is going to come out on top this final game of the season. Memphis It was a great effort down the stretch. Give them credit for all they did the past 5-6 weeks to keep the season alive. Memphis down by 9. This game is officially over with 1 second to play. Imagine if McGee took it to the house. That'd be insane. And it would suck because it wouldn't matter. So, final kickoff of the season for either one of these teams. McGee on the return, taken down, and that will take us to the end of Week 10 for both of these teams. Mike Singletary clearly upset, and I don't blame him. I mean, just tough stuff down the stretch. And Mettenberger throws 2 interceptions in the final minutes. I mean, those interceptions shouldn't really count. It's the final minutes. He's throwing Hail Marys, but regardless, Jen Welter, her team battles back, ends the season 4-6, and maybe for next season they'll have some sort of momentum. Meanwhile, the Express dropped to 4-6 to end the season. Disappointing fourth quarter, getting outscored by 14 points and ultimately losing 23-14. And that'll do it for us at the AAF Simulated. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoy this game. To all Memphis Express fans out there, we apologize. But hey, it was a great season. You should be really proud of the way your team played down the stretch. Meanwhile, Atlanta, some tough losses there in the middle of the season, but what a way to end it with an awesome fourth quarter comeback to close things out. Well, make sure you go follow us on Twitter. Stay up to date with everything else going on at the AAF Simulated. There is so much to come. The final 2 games and then the playoffs. It's going to be epic. So, this officially means that Birmingham and Orlando will be facing off in the first round of the playoffs. So, the games that happen next week, we'll see what all happens, but they won't matter. Anyways, signing off, I'm James Larson with the AAF Simulated. Thank you again. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter. Check out the AAF sheets down in the description below. You get access to all the player stats, the game stats, the season season itself, and so much more. Standings, all that good stuff. It's all over there. Alright, we will see you at some point. Signing off.